Georgie and Mandy's first marriage pilot is supposed to feature Mary, but it's curious why Zoe Perry isn't in the Young Sheldon sequel's live taping. Sheldon's childhood in Texas wrapped up with the Young Sheldon finale, which was preceded by the unexpected death of George. While its first half dealt with the loss, the latter shifted its focus on transitioning Sheldon to his new life in Pasadena, California. Granted that CBS was forced to end Young Sheldon despite its popularity because of Sheldon's established timeline, life continues for his family in Texas as he begins a new one in Caltech. That's where the idea for Georgie and Mandy's first marriage came from. Motivated by the rest of the Coopers' growing popularity, their story in Texas continues via Georgie and Mandy's life as new parents to baby Cease. Unfortunately, none of Georgie's side of the family will be series regulars. Despite technically being a Young Sheldon follow-up, its creators wanted to differentiate it from its parent show, the same way The Big Bang Theory was distinct from its prequel. Admittedly, this has been a controversial take, but at the very least, some Coopers are confirmed to make cameos, including Perry's Mary. The events of Georgie and Mandy's first marriage will take place just a month or two after Young Sheldon's ending. With not so much separation between the shows, there's an expectation that the latter will refer to the events of its parent series. Beyond that, it's uncertain how much connection it will have to the Big Bang Theory prequel, considering that it will shift its focus to the McAllisters. To establish its ties to Young Sheldon, however, it was subsequently announced that Zoe Perry, Reagan Revor, and Annie Potts will be back for Georgie and Mandy's first marriage. Seeing Sheldon's mom and sister after Young Sheldon will be a treat. However, they will only be involved in its first 2 episodes. Mary and Mima will be in the Georgie and Mandy's first marriage pilot, while Missy will be in the second episode. Plot specifics about their appearances are still unclear at this point, but it shouldn't be a surprise that the trio finds themselves spending time with Georgie and Mandy. After the Young Sheldon Season 6 finale tornado forced them to be crammed with the Coopers, the pair eventually moved with the McAllisters, who just live across town. Production for Georgie and Mandy's first marriage has been going on for quite a while now. Updates from the people involved in the show have been keeping the public excited about the new show. Unlike Young Sheldon, however, which was a single-cam setup, Georgie and Mandy's first marriage is a multi-cam similar to The Big Bang Theory. This means that it will be filmed in front of a live studio audience. The sitcom's first ever show was just shot, as confirmed by various social media posts from people in attendance, including several cast members of Young Sheldon. Interestingly, however, not only was Perry not in any of the photos from the session, but she wasn't also in the final curtain call. After the end of a live studio filming session, Georgie and Mandy's first marriage pilot brought its whole cast out. In a video by Molly Sasso on Instagram, however, the roll call didn't include Perry. That said, Potts was in it, reprising as Mima. Previously, her involvement was also confirmed via a separate promotional video. Considering this, it's curious why Sheldon's mother wasn't in the sequel's premiere show when she was confirmed to be there. Understandably, this can be concerning. It was only during the TCA summer press tour that it was announced that all 3 Cooper female family members would appear in Georgie and Mandy's first marriage. That said, there is actually a way to explain Mary's absence from the show's pilot's live studio taping. Perry Zoe isn't going to be part of those scenes filmed in front of an audience. Despite its multi-cam setup, there are still sequences from an episode that is filmed closed door, which means there is no one there on the set other than the cast and the crew.